Well, what do you say? Welcome back right here. And we're going to talk about SEI Network, SEI Crypto. The SEI coin is getting ready to basically crack through all-time highs very quietly. It's been a quiet day in crypto, but there are some big winners. SEI has been one of them as it's continued to steadily move up in recent weeks. We've highlighted what SEI is. I want to revisit some of that, what makes SEI unique and what's going on right now. We've got an interesting tweet out there basically saying something big is brewing. This is coming from somewhat anonymous source on X. That could be stirring the rally a little bit, but I think it's more to do with what SEI brings to the table and the ecosystem that's growing right now. So that's what we're going to dive into, guys, in this video. I got to say hello from sunny Florida. Today was 80 degrees. Super blessed because I know a lot of people dealing with weather all across the United States. So if you are, be safe out there. Definitely hang in there. And of course, you're here, though, right now for your crypto news and what's going on with SEI. So we've talked about SEI a little bit in some recent videos. We've covered it briefly here in the last week or so. But I think what SEI is bringing to the table is something unique and very different. It's also, something that is definitely needed in the cryptocurrency space, and I think that's why we're seeing a lot of money flow into SEI right now. I think a lot of institutional money, and it's coupled with retail demand as well. Anytime you marry the two, you've got a recipe for success, and that's what's going on right now as capital has been flowing in and out of layer one blockchains for a while now, really dating back to, to the beginning of 2023 after the bear market really subsided, at least the worst of it. And, speaking of SEI, it's a general purpose open source layer one blockchain. Now, we're going to talk about what makes this thing unique because it has basically touted itself as already being the fastest blockchain in the industry. It is certainly up there. We have seen that just in recent numbers from December and now already in January. But a lot of people like to say that SEI is a DeFi chain. Not really. The exchange itself of digital assets is universal across gaming, social, and NFTs. And what SEI is doing fundamentally is different, and they're trying to solve a big problem. And really, the use case of all blockchains is the ability to exchange digital assets, right? But there are some hurdles that many of the existing companies face. And some of those big companies are exchanges. And the cryptocurrency exchanges face a major scaling problem right now on layer ones today as we continue to see more and more people adopt crypto, more and more people get in the game. And exchanges face what SEI calls the exchange trilemma between decentralization, scalability, and capital efficiency. They cannot achieve all three. And this is where SEI is looking to step in. They address the exchange scalability problem by building what they have right now is the first ever layer one specialized for trading, optimizing every layer of the stack to offer the best infrastructure for the exchange of digital assets. And again, we talked about the speed. That is something they bring to the table. They also are one of the only chains that conduct market-based parallelization. Say that 5 times fast. Which also kind of weighs heavy onto this next age, this next step in crypto. As we look at one of the other big things that these new layer ones have to have is EVM compatibility, interoperability, right? SEI is definitely out in the forefront, and they basically have focused on one value proposition, right? And I think sometimes projects kind of try to do too much all at once. And what SEI wants to do is very simple. They want to do what exchanges can't do, right? Whether it's an NFT marketplace or gaming economy, they want to offer the best user experience by building on SEI. And that's it. right? I mean, and they can do this, again, by solving the exchange trilemma, right? That exchanges face, optimizing every layer of the stack to offer the best infrastructure for the exchange of digital assets in whatever it may be. So, SEI, again, stepping in, I think, at the right time. You know, you look at where we are right now, we're getting ready, I think, for a huge, huge boost in adoption. And these new layer ones that are stepping in, offering something different, right, is really going to be crucial and go a long way for both institutional investors and retail demand. Now, a lot of the retail demand, yeah, they don't really get in love with the technology. They get in love with price action, but price action comes when the tech nerds and the institutional money comes flowing in. And right now, SEI is up about 15% on the day. It is cryptocurrency that's already listed on the top tier exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, what have you. But again, it's very sector specific. It's a layer one that's not just a catch-all, but it is specialized for trading to give exchanges an unfair advantage based on some things that they can't accomplish where SEI can. And as centralized exchanges continue to be more and more regulated, decentralized exchanges are basically going to be rising and rising to the top. They're everywhere, right? DEXs are just as prevalent across NFTs and gaming as well. One of the primary use cases that we see with NFTs is obviously trading them on marketplaces. Most games in crypto have built-in exchanges for users to trade the in-game NFTs and tokens. Many of the games built, you own your own assets on the blockchain in the form of NFTs. DEXs command the largest network effect for these two use cases right now. However, decentralized exchanges are also the most underserved application in crypto right now. They demand a unique level of requirements for scalability, for them to work properly all the time, and speed. Speed is an issue, right? And if we had a ton of things go down all at once, exchanges, it could be huge. And this downtime could be detrimental. But DEXs have succeeded in spite of the drawbacks of existing layer one blockchains. And now we're seeing a layer one blockchain built unlike anything we've ever really seen, specialized for trading to give exchanges an unfair advantage. And again, it is the trading of digital assets really at the core for blockchain, and SEI is focused in on that heavily. They've crossed over a $2 billion market cap here today, sitting at just at 85 cents. They've been at 86 cents here today. Their all-time high is literally about a cent away. We'll see if they get it here within the next 24 hours. We'll be keeping track on this and bringing you guys up to speed on that potential big news for SEI as well. It's just a rumor right now. We'll see what comes of that. Thanks so much for checking in. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you.